I guess I could start off by saying hi. Anyway, Friday, August 10th, 2012, and I am sitting in my living room and I'm really just trying to figure out what my day is going to be about. I haven't done my meditation yet. I am enjoying my cup of green tea with honey, and I do like it raw. I guess I'll talk to you today about my obsession with Altoids. Well, I get my food stamp card every month. Thanks, President Obama. Obama, Obama. And I know they hate me at Whole Foods because I come in there with my food stamp card and I fill up my grocery basket and I can sense the people looking at me when I'm standing in line like, what the fuck is she doing in here buying groceries with her EBT card while my tax dollars are paying to feed her children good food? Thank you, President. I know I am. Obama, Obama. Wait, back to the Altoids. I have this weird obsession with Altoids. The Altoids is just something about the peppermint. It really gets me up and alert and just like ready to go. Like I really need that. Like, no, I really don't need that. Which is why I drink tea instead of coffee, because I am amped up enough without the caffeine. Look at my shirt. This is my favorite sweatshirt, my favorite color. Well, no, this is not my favorite color. My favorite color is actually probably like orange, maybe, no, purple. The voices are saying that my favorite color is purple, so I guess that means my favorite color is purple. This is a sweatshirt that I normally wear in the house. You will see me with this sweatshirt on often because it is my favorite. But I do kind of wish it was purple. In case you haven't noticed, I'm wearing no makeup. I think it's important for you to see the real me. I kind of wish I had some makeup on. Makeup! I guess they're not coming. I think it's important for you to see the real me because that's what this whole thing is about. I feel like I'm a misfit in society. I take my autonomy very seriously. I feel like I'm pretty independent. And now I have to learn how to reacclimate myself to society so that I can actually have some friends. Anybody want to be my friend? There are downsides to being too independent. And one of them is you have no... There's my makeup. Makeup. Alright. Right on time. Okay. So, back to what I was saying. Like, there are downsides to being too independent. And one of them is you kind of seem to isolate yourself, and like people feel like you're like they're not important and that you really fail to value their presence in your life. It was a hard lesson that I had to learn. I've been pretty independent ever since I can remember. I was taught to be myself. I was taught to be true to myself. And during the course of my life, up until this point, I have learned that part of me being true to myself means that I need to be true to myself about the fact that I might be being a little too independent. I know, the more I say it out loud, the more depressing it actually gets. So I'm gonna get drunk off the tea for a minute. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, other people are important, And it really dawned on me when my mom said to me during a conversation that she felt like I thought that it was all about me. Of course, naturally, because I am so independent, I did think it was all about me. And I still do, which is why you're watching this right now. But, no, really. It really struck a chord within me. And I began to ask myself if maybe I had been shutting other people out of my life with my independence. I value close family relationships. I value friendship just on a different level. I feel like I have a hard time fitting into any one group because my interests are so diverse. I love art, I love music, I love math, I love science. I just love the whole world, basically. And sometimes when you love the whole world, there's no guarantee that the whole world is going to love you back. And that's fine. I've realized that's fine. However, that also made me way too independent of a person. So my goal is to learn how to be a little teeny bit dependent on other people. I guess you could say interdependence. That's what it's called. That interconnectedness that you feel with other people around you so that you can be a misfit and still fit, if that is even possible. Maybe some of you could help me to figure that out. I'd love to hear from you. Check it out. I'm like 30 years old, okay? Which, I wish I hadn't told you that. But since it's already out there, people in their late 20s to early 30s, I find, are a very different breed of people. It's this in-between phase where you're not really young like a kid, like that kid back there. Where the fuck did that kid come from? Where did he go? Okay, but you're not really like young like a kid, but you're not old like a mature adult. So it's this really angsty phase. Everything just seems so complicated. Like, I don't know if I'm making it complicated or not, but everything just seems so nonsensical. For example, I still haven't figured out what I want to do with my life. Prime example right there. In case you haven't noticed, in the background you'll see I have artwork. Please present the artwork. My assistant will be presenting the artwork. No. Well, that one. That one's really angsty. Thank you, darling. So, like this right here. This is really freaking angsty. Like, do you see this? Stranded. No, okay. Not right there. Right here. Stranded. This is hard. I can't. It's like the opposite thing, but I can't understand how to do it. It's not working. Here we go. Now, this is still backwards, so if I travel this way and stranded, and then there's this little thing that kind of looks like the moon, right? Then I have like some waves, and then I have erasing trauma, because life can be very traumatic. I mean, we go through life and we have all these different experiences, and we're exposed to all of the natural and unnatural elements that make up our lives. And yeah, I mean, don't think enough people realize how much trauma builds up within them over the course of their lifetime. I mean, I realize it now because, well, I don't know. So, on to the next piece. Please replace the angsty. Some of this stuff will make absolutely no sense to you all. Don't worry about it. It didn't make sense to me when I was doing it, and it still doesn't. So, yeah, whatever. If you got better artwork, if you think your artwork can compete with my artwork, let me see. We can do an artwork challenge, and yeah, and collaborations and all that stuff. So yeah, okay, yeah, here we go. This more angstiness, more angst. You see this? This is like partial cubism, partial realism, and then there's like elements of surrealism, I guess. I don't know. All that art talk shit is really confusing to me sometimes. So I'll just call it angsty, angst. How about that? Do you like that? Okay, my assistant has left me now. Next. Anyway, so. Oh, here's my assistant. Please replace this. Here's another one. Well, actually, this isn't as angsty. This is more about universal oneness, just oneness with the universe, expanding your consciousness. I'd like to say it's abstract art. It's based on views from the Hubble telescope. See, this should help you to see how diverse of a person I really am, and that I am telling the truth when I say that I'm all over the place. So, thank you, assistant. I just want to say that it's okay to be a misfit. It's okay to feel like a misfit. I'm realizing that now. And just because you want to show this off, my assistant wants to show this off. Okay. This actually wasn't done by me. This is a collage. This was done by a 13-year-old girl. And actually, this is probably the best piece that I've shown you so far. Check it out. So, it's okay to be a misfit. It's okay to feel like you don't fit in. I am considered a misfit in this society because I love to think outside the box. I love new ideas, and I have a strong sense of autonomy and a strong sense of self. So really right now I just like to incorporate some other people into my life who feel the same way. So if you're a misfit, or you feel like you're a misfit, or you feel like you're like a rogue rebel or anything close to that, you know, hit me up in the comments, hit me on the inbox, you know, let's talk about it. Let's get this stuff out into the open, because, you know, I can't be up here saying that I like it really raw and have people thinking I'm crazy. Although I'm sure there are quite a few people who think I'm crazy. So yeah, let's get something started. Hit me up. Maybe we can talk about our food stamp cards together. Maybe we can talk about how much we love Altoids. Maybe we can talk about GameStop. Yeah. My assistant loves that. Yeah. Hit me up though, for real. Let's talk about this. Let's converse. Let's collaborate. Let's be misfits and rebels together. Love you. Mwah.